Question 15a. Solve the equation 2x minus 7 is equal to 12. So that means we want the x by itself. We want to solve the value of x. We want to find out what x is equal to. So we want the x by itself. So to do that, we have to get rid of the minus 7. So to do that, we have to add 7 to both sides. So 12 add 7 is equal to 19. The minus 7 and plus 7 on the left hand side cancel it out, leaving us with just 2x on the left. So to get the x on its own now on the left hand side, we have to divide both sides by 2. So on the right hand side we'll have 19 over 2, and the left hand side the times 2 and the dividers cancels out, so x is equal to 19 over 2. We could leave it like that, or we could turn it into a mixed number, which will be slightly better. So copy the divide 2 as it is. How many times does 2 go into 19? 9 times, because 2 times 9 is 18, and the remainder is 1 to get to 19. So the answer is x is equal to 9.5. And always we go and substitute the value in to check our answer. So instead of 2 times x, we're going to write 2 times 9.5, take away 7 should equal to 12. So what's 2 times 9.5? What's 9.5 doubled? Well, 9 times 2 is 18, and the half doubled is 1. 18 and 1 is 19. So this bit here is 19. Take away 7 is indeed 12. So therefore we know we are correct. Moving to question B now. So I've got a pictorial or a diagram to help you understand this question. So we've got 7x plus 13 is equal to 2x plus 3. We want to know what x is. But the problem is we've got x's on the right and we've got x's on the left. So this diagram should help you understand what we do. So each blue box represents x, or an odd number of sweets in each box. So as you can see on the left hand side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's, and you've got plus 13 sweets. So x plus 13, 7x plus 13 is equal to 2x. So on the right hand side we've got 2x, and you've got the 3 sweets. So what's the best thing to do? Well, since I can see I've got 2 lots of unknowns on the right, okay, and I've got 7 lots of unknowns on the left. I've got more unknowns, I've got more x's on the left, I've got more blue boxes on the left. So why don't I get rid of the 2x on the right, or the 2 unknowns on the right? So we take away 2x on the right, we take away 2x on the right. So on our diagram we have to delete or remove 2 of the x's on the right. Now it's not balanced anymore until we move 2 of the x's from the left. Now it's balanced. Now as you can see, on the right hand side we're just left with the 3 sweets, or we can say the plus 2x and the minus 2x cancelled out, leaving us just a plus 3 there. So write that down. We don't write plus 3, we'll just write 3. So we've got 3 sweets on the right hand side. On the left hand side now, we've got to do 7x take away 2x, which we know is 5x. And as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unknowns. This plus 13, nothing's happened to it, so just copy it down. So now we don't need the diagram anymore, so I just want to explain to you why we take away 2x from both sides, and that diagram helped to understand that. So now, because we want the x on its own, we have to get rid of the plus 3, so we have to take away we have to take away 13. So we take away 13 on the left hand side, we take away 13 on the right hand side for it to be balanced. So 3 take away 13 is negative 10. The plus 13 and the negative 13 cancels out, leaving us with just 5x. And now, to make sure that we get the value of x, we have to divide both sides by 5. So remember, minus 10 divided by 5 or negative 10 divided by 5 is equal to negative 2. The times 5 and the divide 5 cancels out, leaving with just x. So we think x is equal to negative 2. So let's just check that out. In the equation we had 7 times x, so instead of 7 times x, we'll write 7 times minus 2 plus 13 is equal to, and so 2 times x, we'll write 2 times negative 2 plus 3. So 7 times negative 2 is negative 14, add 13. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, add 3. So what's negative 4 add 3? It's negative 1. What's negative 4 add 13 is negative 1. So the two sides are equal, so we were correct. X is equal to negative 2 or minus 2. Question 16. Solve 4x minus 3 is equal to 7. So we want the x on its own. We want to solve the value of x. So what we have to do is we have to get rid of the minus 3 first. So how do you get rid of minus 3? We have to add 3 to both sides. So what's 7 add 3? It's 10. The minus 3 and the plus 3 cancels out, leaving us with just 4x. So x is equal to 10 divided by 4. Because to get the x on its own, we should divide both sides by 4 to get rid of the times 4 here. So to write that as a mixed number, copy the divided 4 down. Now how many times 4 go into 10? 4 goes into 10 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. And the remainder is 2. So the answer is 2 2/4. Now remember, just continuing over here, that the 2 2/4, this can be cancelled out. They can both be divided by 2 and written as a half there. So x is actually 2.5. All we did was we divided the top and the bottom by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the answer is x is 2.5. So as usual, we always check our answers. 4 times 2.5 take away 3 should be equal to 7. Well, 4 times 2.5 is 10. To times any number by 4, all you do is double and double it. So double of 2.5 is 5, and double it again you get 10. So 4 times 2.5 is 10. Take away 3 should equal to 7, which it does. So our answer here, x is equal to 2.5, was correct. Moving on to question B. So we've got x's on both sides. So we have to choose which side should we collect all the x's to. We always collect on the side that has the most x's. So you can see here that the left hand side has more x's, so that's where we want all the x's to go, because on the left we've got 5x, on the right we've got 3x. So just to run that through one more time. So because we have more x's on the left, we are going to take away 3x from both sides. So take away 3x from here, and we'll take away 3x from here. So the 3x minus 3x will cancel out, leaving with just the 4 on the right hand side. On the left hand side, 5x take away 3x is 2x, and the plus 10 we haven't done anything to it, so it just stays as it is and comes down. Now to get the x on its own, we have to get rid of the plus 10. So we take away 10 here and we take away 10 here. So 4 take away 10 is negative 6, plus 10 and the minus 10 cancels out, leaving with just 2x. Now to get the x on its own, we have to divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to minus 6 over 2. So x is equal to minus 3. And as usual, we will check our answer. So the equation was 3x plus 10 is equal to 3x plus 4. So we think x is equal to minus 3, so we do 3 times minus 3 add 10, so it was 5 here. And then on the right hand side we do 3 times minus 3 add 4. So what's 3 times minus 3 is minus 9, then they add 4. On the right hand side, 5 times minus 3 is minus 15, add 10. So try not to cover it up too much like that, because then you can't see what number was there before. So what's minus 9 add 4 is minus 5, and what's minus 15 add 10 is also minus 5. So therefore we know that our answer is correct. X is indeed equal to minus 3. So always try and keep your writing and presentation clear. And as you can see, my equals lines are always in a straight line, or as equal as straight as it can be. This makes your presentation a little bit easier to understand, and you must show all your steps so that even if you do make a silly mistake at the end, you'll get method marks throughout the question.